Huh. Yes. Yes. Everything looks to be in order. Mm-hmm. Yes. Hello. To me. It's Chris. Playing against the storm. As I usually do, because the game's great and I love it. Anyway, we've got a few interesting things today. Well, two interesting things today. We got the frost modifier. The radius of hearths is reduced by 3 fields. That can be a wee rough. Makes it a little hard to fit everything in to upgrade your hearths. It doesn't change too much. I have to put industry buildings like outside the hearth as much as possible and save the inside of the hearth for just service buildings, decorations, and houses. But other than that, not a big deal. Can also be like a sort of pseudo buff, is that you can put hearths a little closer to each other. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's entirely useless, but it's a thing. Anyway, gonna start with this caravan. 8 people, humans and beavers. It's just my favorite combo. What can I say? I'm stuck in a rut. Going in the Coral Forest. Gonna grab me a small farm. Extra villagers, as always. Some extra food. Gonna start with a bit of extra wood today. Just a little experiment, I think. I'm doing this on Prestige 6, so that means all the buildings cost more wood to make. So, feels like starting with an extra bunch of wood would be okay, because I could get a speedy real estate done a little earlier and still spend all the wood I usually spend. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's check out our mysteries. +1 bonus to their resolve, stacks every minute if you have complex food. Well, you definitely want complex food then. I mean, I always want complex food, but now it's extra needed. Resolve drops 100% faster. That unfortunately stacks with higher standards, which they also relieve 100% faster. That's gonna be a wee rough. That means I can't really rely on lizards to just not leave during the storm, because they will, their inherent bonus of, we just kind of stick around because our resolve drops so low, it doesn't function. So, gotta watch out for that. Hailstorm, if people don't have houses, they die. So, gotta make sure everybody has housing. I should not skimp on overflow housing for sure, because I would risk them dying if they don't have at least basic shelter. Food production slowed by 15% during the storm. That sucks. Hopefully not terrible. And then Eerie Song. This is very rough. A little bit like Charged Rain, it is one of those things that is upsettingly low hostility and kills people with something that's a little hard to get. So if people do not have services, they start dying on hostility 5. Ugh. So I'm going to need to definitely get services going. Everybody needs houses and services very strictly. That, or I need to keep hostility low. One of the two. Ideally, you keep hostility low just because that solves all your problems, not just the forest mystery. But, you know, it's every game's different. That's why the game has such good staying power. What an interesting slew of choices to start with. I could take Trapper's Camp just in the assumption it'll be useful. It's not crazy. There's a lot of meat and bugs on the map. Plantation would be very useful. I started with a small farm, so that would give me access to something to make pies and biscuits out of, which is strong. Druid's Hut is okay. I'm starting to realize that early incense is pretty strong because it solves a couple of glade events. But I think I'm just gonna click plantation here. Hopefully, I mean, like, I guess I should check. The closest fertile ground is over here. Which means, basically this is the only spot that can't have fertile ground in it, and everything else is a crapshoot. So, there's probably another bit of fertile ground. This is the coral forest. It is not rare to find fertile ground, so I'm gonna bank on that. Can't make scrolls or ale yet. I would need pigment and containers, so scribe's not really great. Smokehouse is also not great. I like jerky for the lizards well enough. I also like the ability to make pottery and incense, don't get me wrong. But like 3-star jerky feels bad when, you know, Sahilda's cookbook perk exists, and then you get all of the jerky you could ever want just by making pie. So I'm gonna grab the provisioner. 2-star flour is good enough to sustain a complex food production chain, and the provision packs could come in handy. And then lumber mill, obviously. Something to be said about stamping mill, but there's very little clay on this map, so it's a lot weaker here. Anywho, we'll slap down the lumber mill. No fabric or brick production this run, which, a little rough, but hopefully we'll find some soon. I wouldn't mind an easy early order to get another blueprint, see if I can fish for something good. But we're just gonna have to see. Anyway, putting the lizard on his forever home in the hearth, there is a... I can't imagine a situation where things aren't spiraling completely out of control where I put someone who is not a lizard on the hearth in this game. I'd have to be in either such an incredibly dire fuel situation that the beavers need, I need the beaver to be on the hearth, or I'm about to lose and I need the human to buy me a little bit of time. And hopefully things don't get that bad. Certainly don't plan on things getting that bad, that's for sure. But, you know, God only knows what happens during the game. First cornerstone. There's no native mushrooms on the map. I've got 2 farms that will, suffice for literally all of the food I need to make this game. So fungal guide and me being like, ooh, what if greenhouse plus fungal guide? It's one of the strongest combos for food in the game, but like I don't think it's the play here. Exploration contract could be pretty nice. It's not exactly like amazing, oh god, I can't live without it, but like getting a bunch of clay and reeds for every glade I open is not bad, especially given the fact that I haven't opened any yet. So that'll be like, I don't know, 100 plus clay and reed over the course of the game. It ain't nothing, that's for sure. Lets you build fabric and bricks without having to desperately search for resources that are hard to get. I am also open to Crowded Caravan. Getting more people early is important, and Crowded Caravan is a way to do that. I don't know. I feel like a delivery line would be way stronger. I'd like something a little bit more, I don't know, run-defining maybe. Well, I'm picking one of these, that's for sure. Meat specialization is interesting. It drops from the trees, which means I have to be a little bit cautious about it. 'Cause, you know, if I go, like, crazy exponential on meat, then I end up with, getting, like, 12 meat per chop of the tree, and the woodcutter camps fill up with meat instead of wood, and we don't get any wood. Grain bags is a lot safer. Uh, all my small farms will produce extra grain. The extra grain can turn into a bunch of stuff. You know, not just flour. We can turn it into oil. We can turn it into fodder for ranch animals if we get a ranch. It's very strong. Plus, getting exponential of anything is very strong. So probably grain bags. Like, meat's way more immediately useful, but I think grain bags will be more long-term useful, and I can afford to go long-term with that decision. At least for now. Alright. Definitely like to put up a pair of big shelters right away. And at some point I will want bricks and fabric to be made, but we don't have much in the way of materials for that, so I guess we won't for now. Which means I need to give my other people something to do. Probably just getting stone. Took extra food, don't feel a big need to grab extra food from the Wormtongue nest right now. Big shelters take 6. I have 1, but I'm pretty sure it's being delivered by builders right now. So if I got okay. My brain clicked off for a moment, but what I was saying, in my own unique way, is that if I wait on opening the orders for these planks to be built, oh wait, they doubled their production, never mind, we can open these. I can do speedy real estate with no worries. Interesting. I think this is Lost in the Woods. +1 to stone production doubles all of our stone production from stone pits, so that's really strong. Basic ingredient would be easy to do. We could basically get that done very quickly, and the +1 to grain production would be nice and all. But I don't think I'm gonna be getting that done, like, quickly. I mean, I'm not getting either of these done quickly, but I think long-term Lost in the Wood is good, especially since Grain Bag is going to get us some +1s anyway. And there's no need to double up. Speaking of things we want to double up on, we can discover 5 glades. We've already been tasked with discovering 3 glades, so that's obviously a good doubling up. Safe place also very tempting. The boosted flour production is certainly nice. So is extra people. I'm actually leaning towards this just because the millstone is nice. We could maybe get this done like somewhere around the beginning of year 2 if I focused on it. And this is the amount of houses I want to build already. So that's like really tempting. Yeah, maybe we'll get exploration in this pack. Not so much. I mean, I do start with an absolute truckload of pipes thanks to my bonuses. So start your engines could be a good early game completion thing. I really would not like to pipe up the buildings all the buildings I have though, because I'd have to like spend it on the provisioner, which is kind of a low priority spend. I'd have to spend it on the lumber mill, which I'm totally fine with there. And then I'd probably have to put down a field kitchen and pipe that up, which, I mean, is viable. There's certainly reasons to do that. It's just not my favorite thing to do. It could be good early. Rich Harvest, this is a good long-term play. The +1 to crop packs will be great. If we're banking on exponential grain giving us a huge advantage during this game, I will want to start making crop packs out of it. just so I can get infinity money and win with infinity money. These are all, like, not immediate blueprint stuff, but they're takeable, so we're gonna take them. Boop. Boop. There we go. Anyway. Getting down to, 2 large shelters as fast as I can, also, because Hailstorm exists. And I really don't want to trust my brain to remember that and risk my citizens' lives on it. I'm gonna put the park over here, actually. I want to play around with a bit of symmetry now that I feel like putting the notice board outside the warehouse kind of looks neat. Yeah. We'll, put lamps down next to it, and then I'll figure out what to do later. Okay, so we opened a glade, found some fertile soil, got a few reeds, a single coal vein, which is definitely not getting used. And we could start a farm right away if we so desired, and I do so desire it. So we'll go run that, I think. I'd certainly love to put it here, just so that it's a little bit more efficient as to where the farmers have to go to get to where they need to be. This is fine here, sure. We're not going to get a harvest anytime soon, given that there's a minute left in Drizzle. And, yeah, just building the farms and building the farm itself and the farm plots will take that amount of time. We're not getting a harvest at the end. But maybe we'll get one later. There we go. Alright. Could cheat a little. These guys are dragging their stuff to the warehouse. If I drop them over here, they'll have a lot less of a place to travel to get to said warehouse. They do reset their progress on the transport, but I think it's a way to do that, and I wanted them to chop over here anyway. So we'll do that. I also need this section cleared out for sure. Anyway, got 2 builders assigned right now, which I think is perfectly fine. There's a lot of stuff I want to build, so I may as well. I do definitely want to look into chopping into more glades. This one I should chop into. There is a chance that there's fertile ground on the far end of it. It's gonna get in the way of my warehouse, so there's really no reason I should allow it to get in my way when I have a order to open glades up. Alright, we found a drizzle geyser. Interesting. I mean, that's great. That usually helps with food production a ton. Doesn't help us right now, but it's good to see. Found some more broccoli if we need food. We're good on food for the moment. Yeah. We're fine, just with what we've got now. Alright, so my last goal then is to find a glade I want to break into that is dangerous. And so I guess my real question is, which way do I want to expand? Ideally not, you know, towards a glade that will take forever and a day to get to. And they're all kind of forever and a day to get to, unfortunately. I think I'd much prefer this one. I want to clear out all of this space for housing. So, like, this feels very natural. Plus, there's, like, 3 dangerous glades, which are all very, lucrative to open up. So, that's probably what I want to lean on doing. Once enough space for my other buildings get down here, probably move the woodcutters to the space up here, and we'll get that rolling. Oh god, there's like no spaces there. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Oh, that's ugly. Okay, well, I guess that road's going to wait for a second, isn't it? Alright. We'll have him chop out some space, and this guy can, I mean, more space around here is fine. Rather this get cleared out. Feels like there's just enough space over here to do stuff with currently. Everyone's homed. That's good. That's good and lovely. I will need to get better homes up as soon as I can, but I think right now having everything being built is good. So I'm just gonna fast forward a bit. I would love it if this was chopped out, so I could put the other woodcutter up there soon. You know, soon-ish. 14 resolve. I don't... It's probably enough to get through Hostility 1 Storm. Probably. Hopefully. I would certainly enjoy running full woodcutters during the storms so we make progress towards the dangerous glade. That would be ideal. But we'll see. Dun dun dun. Alright. We can run full woodcutters until the next batch of newcomers arrive. That's good. Move this up so it's very slightly more efficient. Sounds good to me. I'd prefer not to grab these rocks until I get the +1 to rock production from Lost in the Woods, but there may be a point where that's unavoidable. We'll see. Queue up some houses. We do have plenty of planks now, given that I've had 2 people making planks since nearly the start of the game. That is what happens when you do that. So I may as well queue up a beaver house or 2. If I have I will need bricks to make human and lizard houses, though. So that is something that is not currently doable. But might be soonish, maybe, if we're lucky. Should also slap down the trading post somewhere. Like, preferably somewhere that is well out of the way. Yes, good enough. Can be moved later. Yeah. That's enough space for housing there. I need this cleared out for housing. And that. And those. And then I'm good. Newcomers have arrived. These guys? Sure. As soon as I can no longer run full woodcutters. At least for the moment. Or a moment. But on the other hand, what if I just did anyway? What if I waited until the very last second? We have an unhoused person, never mind. That is the height of foolishness and negligence, and I'm not doing it. Until the beaver house goes up. Then I might do the height of foolishness and negligence. For fun. No, I guess it's not actually the height of foolishness and negligence at that point. Anyway, everybody's housed. No one will die to the hailstorms. Huzzah. Very important, that. And now I think we can focus on getting into this glade. Hopefully I can get both woodcutters working on that as efficiently as possible. Well, not as efficiently as possible, because I'm cutting a giant broad swath up there. So maybe I cut it down then. Yeah, 2 by 2. That's efficient-ish. It's efficient enough. Lizards are leaving, but I think it's okay. I don't think they'll leave before the storm ends. Or maybe not. I am doubling up on double the speed at which people leave. Okay. I decided I'm going to resolve juggle a little. Man, look at those beavers. That is just absurdly fast leaving. Goodness me. They hate it here. Ugh. Come on now. Come on. Here we go. Alright. We've hit drizzle. Huzzah. Let's see. Firelink Ritual can be great if you have a steady supply of incense. It's so wildly unpredictable, I don't like it for that reason. But it is good otherwise. Hunter-gatherers is not good. I'm depending on farming for my food right now. Could be a reroll here. Might be foolish to give up Firelink Ritual. It can be very strong hostility reduction, but it's just really wonky for my tastes. Overdiligent Workers is pretty sweet. We have a lumber mill, so we make a lot of planks, and making barrels opens up anything that needs a container. Pickled goods, ale, wine. That's all of it, but those are very good and needed, so sure. Plus it's free stuff. We love free stuff. Sacrificing? This is gonna be hard to do, unfortunately. Probably much more likely I use rainwater. So we'll click that button. Outpost. Upgrade your hearth to level 2, have 10 amber. Well, I did start with 10 amber. How hard is it to get up to level 2 is the real question, because I am 1 person short of that. And the newcomers don't come for another 10 minutes. And this ends in 6. So this is impossible. Unless I find people in the forest. So, like, no? Is my feeling? That feels like lunacy? Like, I'm not forgetting a good way of getting people, am I? I guess if I finish Safe Place, that would work. I'd have to focus very heavily on getting this done. Is that, like, viable, though? It's certainly not an impossibility. Apparently I need to cut these 2 trees as well. Oops, my bad. I will need
5 bricks. Do I have the materials for that? Not really. I have some clay from over here. I'll have to halt plank production though. But we have enough for all the beaver houses we need, so that seems perfectly fine. Yeah, okay, sure. Okay. I can get you on stone cutting. And then you on maybe recollecting? I shouldn't be this persnickety about optimizing my use of stone. It's silly. It's silly and unneeded. Oop. No, I do not want to unpause. Thank you, game. You're so nice for doing that. Alright, we'll do outpost. Just, 2 mantras. Don't spend money, get the houses done. Like, those, in my heart of hearts, must remember all of those. It is mission critical. I do not want to give up 2 really good early game bonuses. Which, failing that, would be terrible. What's nice is that I already have all the decorations, so I just need 1 person. And like a house built, and then we'll be golden. Hello, Farluf. You've brought me some stuff that could be of use. Like, maybe we'll get to that. As usual, I would like to see what's in the dangerous glade first, because I would love to know if I need to buy a solution to the glade before committing to donating resources and amber to things. Anyway, the houses are the priority, Mr. Builder. Please get those finished. And quickly. Okay. How are we looking on materials now? Curiously poor. I thought you had like... I thought you delivered like a ton of clay from over there. Is it really just the 5? I guess. Huh. Well, whatever. We have a dozen stone now. That's enough for 4 bricks, which is not a lot, but it's enough for me to want to get somebody working on it. So let's get someone working on it. We may have to cut woodcutters to finish the buildings in time, but we'll see. This is a glade. Has the Altar of Decay. That sucks. Can use my early sea marrow on it. I'd rather use my early planks on it. I mean, I could perform a ritual, but that kills people, and then you get a building that lets you kill people with even more benefit. Not my favorite thing to do. I also have the press. I certainly would love to have the press. Making oil out of excess grain is a very viable strategy. So maybe we lean on doing that. As for everything else, a fairly good coal vein, bunch of herbs, bunch of reeds. This is a ruin though, so we do want to rebuild that relatively quickly, but not before we build the houses. That is currently essential. It's very important we get that done. You're bringing in stuff. Just deactivate a woodcutter? I hate that, to be clear, but I think it might be worth doing. Could buy some bricks from Farluf, right? Yeah. It's not crazy to do. How much has been allocated to this? Nothing. So I need 24 planks. Cannot spend below that. But could trade some bricks for planks. Don't mind that at all. Yeah. That'll leave me with enough. Yeah. That leaves me with enough. That is enough for another human house. And then the bricks made from here will be enough. And then we just deactivate this woodcutter, get everyone working on buildings. And that should be good. Whew, 4 minutes sure does go by quickly when you're worried about it. Farlef is leaving. I already got 2-star flower production. I really don't need the rain mill. Movement speed would be okay. Glade events would be okay. Don't think. I mean, I need the 10 amber to finish the order, which is hypercritical that happens. So I don't think I can be. I can buy stuff that is not super needed right now. It's getting done. Also, there was no fertile ground in there, which is a big bummer. Please deliver those bricks. That should be enough to build all the houses we need. You're on a coffee break. Okay, well, you know, that wasn't really conducive to you delivering the bricks immediately, gotta say. Okay, you're delivering the bricks immediately. Thank you. Okay. Deliver it to this place then, please. Please. Right? Where's the... Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're out of planks. Oh, we're out of planks. No, we're not. Okay, deliver those, please. Deliver those quickly, please. Okay, yep. There's the 6. That should tell all the beaver builders to get building. Good. 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 There we go. That should clear the objective. Okay. We are no longer in panic mode. Huzzah. Alright, safe place, done. Brings in 3 people, completes outpost, done. Beauty. Get the beavers back to work on woodcutting then. We can get 1 on the lumber mill for plank production, which is real sweet. The lizard in the workstation, I'm okay with halting brick production, given that we now have a +1 to brick production thing. I need more planks. Because I really, really need this burnt down relatively quickly. We have 9 wildfire essence in our warehouse. That's a ton of hostility. Oh gosh. How bad is this? Blightrot cysts increase hostility. We won't. Apart from the impatience point, this won't do anything. Maybe I can hold off on it. Just to rebuild the press. Seems okay. We're in the Harvester's camp, and that should be fine. Anyway, let's see what our brand spanking new buildings are. The furnace is excellent. Better bricks, some copper, which maybe will come in handy at some point, maybe? Probably not, actually. Yeah, it is very unlikely we find any copper ore whatsoever on this map. Like, big stones occasionally drop some, so, like, it's not useless. But the 2-star bricks and the 2-star pie are really great. That said, temple exists. This gives me religion, which is good for the humans and lizards, and it also gives me education, which the beavers would like. And I do need services, and it is also the best hostility reduction building in the game. And I do want hostility reduced, because if people hit 5 without services, they die. It hurts a lot to not take Furnace, just so we're clear, but I think Temple's actually too good to not take. Then we get this. Cellar? Maybe. 1-star pickled goods, 3-star wine. Beavers would certainly love life. Forger's camp doesn't do anything for us. Maybe we'll never. Herb gardens, like, not useful. I guess it's the cellar. I guess. Alright. Anywho. Let's build a lizard house or two. Everybody has a house. We have 8 vacant house slots. So that's good. Gives us a lot of breathing room for a hailstorm, that's for sure. And yeah, I guess the plan right now is just plan to break into these dangerous glades and get this done sometime during the storm. They are delivering to the warehouse, so I'm reluctant to halt them. Cool. Press is being built. That'll be good. We can get Lost in the Woods done. I'm going to need the provisioner down at some point. And the makeshift post. The cellar, obviously, is also going to have to go down. Maybe here? Yeah. Kind of prefer our forever buildings to be close to the warehouse, so there's good. Dun, 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 dun. Lost in the Woods is done. Huzzah. We can now make oil out of grain, which is an interesting thing to think about. Might not be what we do, but it's definitely something I can think about. Should I burn my precious rare sea marrow on burning down this altar? There's none on the map. This is the only sea marrow I'm getting. We are getting plenty of stone. My thoughts are that I can open up caches in emergency with sea marrow, but I can also open them up with rocks. So like, kind of like, which one do you want more? Mild problem is this will give me 405 hostility, which gonna let you in on a little secret. Can't handle that much. That's not handleable. This is definitely something that I have to start at the start of Drizzle next year. Like, I can't, like, we just can't actually. We can't without massive, horrible repercussions that I would like to avoid. ideally. Anyway, we have +1 stone production, so now I'm very happy to fully staff the stonecutters camp. Leave 1 single builder? Yeah. Sounds okay. Dun, 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 dun. Where's our next hearth gonna drop? Next to that. I'd rather find some fertile ground and put it closer to that, just so the farmers have less of a walk in front of them. So maybe I plan on popping into that dangerous glade next year. Or this one. Whatever one is closer to being chopped towards. That's gonna be my deciding factor. It'll be great, probably. You guys are going to get very little of those delivered, aren't you? That's a little not ideal. Might have to give consideration to harvesting speed and a better road. Better road would be very helpful over here, but I do want this area cleared out. We'll just suck it up, it's fine. Alright, here we are at hostility level 3. Very dangerous. I have a temple, so sacking wood is beneficial, so I'm probably gonna do that for the moment. And we'll see how we fare at 2. We're faring okay. The lizards are sticking around, so that's important. Speaking of important stuff, one tool doesn't make a lot of difference, but it is nice to have. Veggies, some money, or some fabric production and a bit of food. Not a whole lot more food, but more food. More people here? It's fine, probably. Oh yeah, lizard resolve. Well, maybe it's not as fine as I prefer. How do we solve that problem? Do we solve that problem? I mean, sort of. Just make a house, call it a day. Probably works. Alternatively, I make the blight post over here, and I kind of like that idea. It needs to get done, and why not get it done while I have a very pressing need for it? So we'll bump that up to our big priority build. Everybody else can work on nothing? Yeah, nothing. How awkward. How many packs will this make, by the way? I need 7. This will make 10. Okay. Sounds good to me. You can work on that. Cool. Yep. Best we can do right now. Maybe I'll cut woodcutters, get us down to 1 if the lizards are looking especially dangerous. But hopefully they won't. Hopefully we'll just be fine. That'd be great if we were just fine. I need 5 bricks for all the stuff I need to have built. So I guess I'm waiting around for this guy to finish those. Didn't double up on them, which is a shame. Oh well. Lizards do leave slowly, which is nice. Alright, you're making the 6 bricks, so I'll click that button and say, hey, deliver those. when you're done. Lizards are now leaving. Snip that in the bud for a second. Upsets the beavers, but, you know, what doesn't upset the beavers? You have plenty of tools to open this with. Also, certainly wouldn't mind the money. I don't like the risky plays, but it's probably correct. Hang in there, lizards. We almost got it. We're so close. So close to having a nice spot for you to hang out in. So close. Not close enough. Not close enough. We can burn a ton of wood for however long this takes, right? Right. Good. Put you on that. Stop burning all of our wood. Oh, I guess we're putting both of you on that, as it turns out. Okay. Fine by me. We can do without bug collection for the next minute, probably. Coffee break. That's why you have not delivered the rich harvest. Yet. Fair. Annoying, but fair. Okay, there we go. You're done with that. This will not jump me up a hostility level, so I'm pretty happy clicking that button. Yeah. Quite happy, in fact. Cool. Alright. Help clear this out. Yeah. Okay. Now you two are going to tear this down with planks? With the seam arrow? Don't care about either. Seam arrow's worth more. So may as well use planks then. Well, I mean, like, I'll get them working on it as soon as drill starts. It's more of what I'm actually gonna do there. Boy, I don't want any of these. This is all kind of stinky. The temple's education and religion. 1-star incense sucks. 1-star coats also sucks. And I have 3-star oil. So I'm really not eager to get the druid's hut. Brewery, like, I can make slightly better crop packs, which is something. Smelter makes slightly better biscuits, which is something. We can't make them yet, though. I dislike all my choices. Do I dislike them enough to reroll? Maybe. I mean, the brewery might be good enough to take. It's a bit of a long-term play. Smelter's not insane either. I really hate that one of my precious early blueprints is this stinky. Oh well. We deal. guessing I'm low on fabric and that's why nothing's getting built. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. You should make some fabric. Okay. Drizzle is here.
Yeah, see.
Let's tear this down. Go up to 7 hostility. Fun. Fun times. None of these are great. Silent looting's okay. Feels a little stupid. Just because we're gonna get all of our hostility reduction from the temple and not silent looting, but I'm out of rerolls and that one's good enough to take. Ooh, ranch. Ranch. Also, get the ranch. Let's check our orders. Let's see if we can do something really fun. The tavern. Ooh. Those are enticing as heck. It's also almost impossible for me to do. I have no way of getting that much clearance water. Drizzle water I could manage, but clearance water is impossible. I don't have 8 buildings I want to install with rain engines right now. Brotherhood's like way better. It's just, hey, look, do the thing you can already do and you'll get incense, which you want. Yeah, it's just much better. Serving ale, also pretty great. Liquid Lux, also fine. Like, I have the best building for both wine and ale, so both of them are pretty great. Vineyard Town is very feasible too. We have a ton of reeds. You can turn reeds into wine. Like, I would need the guild house though. And that's a lot more specific than just needing a leisure building. So I'm gonna click on this. Plus the parts are nice. Okay. So that means we're not getting any extra stuff to sell to Zorg. So I'm just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way by selling him stuff I don't immediately need. Sell a few extra reeds. Seems okay. Sure. Grab the ranch. That'll be fantastic. Because now we don't have to poorly make vegetables anymore. We can just feed this grain to ranch animals and get an absurd amount of food that way. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Wouldn't mind popping into the glade immediately also. It's a little dangerous with that running. But what if I did it anyway for content? Yeah. What if we just did that? I don't know if they're gonna get that chopped before Zorg leaves though, which is the only annoying thing. Should have done that a little quicker. Also, you guys can stop being at the blight post. We're good. Go collect bugs. I need a builder, so I'm pulling you off the harvester's camp. I'll call that fine. Yeah, Zorg's definitely gonna leave. Even with 6 people, I don't think we can chop that in the next 15 seconds. Unfortunate. Yep, Zorg is leaving. So just cross fingers that I can do this. We do have a bunch of like stuff. We've got some buildings that we can make some interesting stuff out of. It's not crazy that this is very doable. A cookhouse. Interesting. I would like the cookhouse. We also found a fisherman cave. Very doable. We have an absurd amount of stone. And that's easily solvable. What's less easily solvable is the fact that the lizards are freaking out. They sure are. Halt. I guess harvesting. You guys chase them away with rocks. Yep. And as for the lizards, boy, I really don't want to have to put them elsewhere. If we get an impatience tick, they'll stop leaving. You could also sack a little wood to keep them around. Very nerve-wracking. All of that. We will not have the wood income necessary to sustain infinity stuff. Sacrificing that long term. That's not viable long term. That's what I'm trying to say. Might not be viable short term given how much I need. Oop, never mind, we're good. This one off. We got an impatience tick. It increased hostility just enough for us to sit below level 8. So the lizards are fine. We also unfortunately have Knight's Embrace, which is a little scary. Because it's going to cause a ton of hostility during the storm, but we'll get it done in plenty of time. So I don't have to worry about that too much. I'm mildly worried about the Fisherman Cave, though. That takes a lot of manpower to clear, and yeah, this. Yeah. All that hostility boosting stuff. Very nerve-wracking. Well, gosh, I hate that. Slappy 2 back on the blight post. You'd be happy enough. Sure. That's good enough. How are we doing here? Do we have the fabric made? We do, it just needs to be delivered. Okay. Making that house would give me a little bit of breathing room, so pull that guy off of what he's doing. Get him hopefully building this quickly. It's our top priority. Oh boy, am I going to hate this. Like, this needs to go real bad. But we've got another minute and a half before it goes. It's gonna be rough. I'm either gonna have to burn wood or cut woodcutters, and I don't like doing either of those. At least with the temple, I've got a fairly good excuse as to having burning wood being optimal. That was a sentence. That was a normal sentence. Yep, there that goes. Alright. Who can I pull now? You, I guess? If I'm going to... Yep, can't do that. If I'm gonna be sticking at 8. I guess you. Congratulations. Tear down the totem. I wish I could put more people on this. I really wish I could put more people on that. Also, you guys actually don't make Purging Fire. Like, we need 5 of it for the storm, yeah, but we also need the wood, like, really badly, because we're sacking it. We're sacking it, and I'm terrified of how long it will last. Because I don't think it's going to last long enough. Oh boy. Opening this early might have been a bit cavalier, not gonna lie. Hey, we can stop sacking. Oh god, one of the totems got torn down. That'll save us a little bit of wood. It's not a lot, but it's something. And the Altar of Decay is nearly done too. So as long as... Okay, well, there you go. That happened. I think we're actually good though. Obviously I need somebody to tear it down as fast as possible, but yeah, I think we're over the hump. The Altar of Decay is gonna be done. We're gonna drop from 9 to like 5. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Sweet. Let's get you working on stuff I actually want you to work on. That'd be lovely. Also need to make the ranch somewhere. Because that's gonna be our main source of food for a very long time. So where do you put it then, Chris? I don't know, weirdly German voiceover I just did. I don't know. Just put it down here. This little gap here is kind of annoying, but, you know, whatever. New fisherman totem unfortunately popped. Gotta get you on that. We will not get this done before the storm hits, which means we're gonna walk into the storm with fairly high hostility, which is a little frightening. Hopefully it's only frightening and not, oh say, devastating. That'd be ideal. Can I drop you somewhere else? I can. Bringing these people in would bump us up a hostility level, but I think I'm okay with it. It looks scary, but it's not like super duper mega scary. And I do need more people, just in general. Okay. Okay. Oh, you just put it down somewhere. I really want it to be there. It's really not viable though. Those bugs are gonna last for ages, unfortunately. Maybe not ages. We're not gonna run out of food. Maybe we're okay? Question mark? Maybe we're just kind of sort of fine, maybe, possibly, if we're lucky? Maybe. Maybe. Anyway, we gotta turn this into a plantation. Also. This is fine? Kinda like that a little better. It's gonna get in the way of the cookhouse, though. So I guess this is okay. It's only just okay. That's probably optimal, just so the entrance is close to the fields. Covers everything. Yeah. Alright. Fair. Do we have anything we can make biscuits out of yet? Not really. I might need to, like, stop people from eating roots. In fact, I'm gonna do that. If you can eat any other raw food, please eat it. Because we need something to make biscuits out of soon. Ideally. You're delivering a bunch of stuff, that's fine. Anyway, we can drop the temple here now. That'll be fun. You get to the totem. You can make planks? Kinda don't want you to make planks, actually. On reflection. Because we do need wood. We've got enough to clear the cyst off. I'm just going to put him here so I don't forget. He should be able to clear most, if not all, of the blight during the storm, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, it's another totem down. Hopefully that's gonna mean we're cleared for this storm. Hopefully. That's our last totem at the very least. That'll be done in 26 seconds. We're gonna get some eerie songs going, aren't we? We sure are. It's a little frightening. But it's manageable. Probably. Maybe. Alright, we'll cut a woodcutter. And then see where we stand. Probably we're not standing, is my guess. Yeah. Everyone's freaking out. Which is reasonable, given that we're sitting on plus what? Yeah, we're sitting at quite a bit of extra hostility. Yeah. Reasonable. We can cut woodcutters though, so that's not a... It's not a failure of what's happening. This will be done soon. Yep, that takes care of that. We'll go down to hostility 3, but I don't think that's enough. I think we have to cut all wood cutting and burn some wood, which, boy, sounds terrible in combination, huh? Sure does. Oh well. Granary? Apothecary? Some good stuff here. 2-star fabric, pickled goods, 2-star crops. That's really, really nice. Supplier's also pretty good, just for the water skins. We do have free barrels though, so I'm not too worried about water skin production. Apothecary would get me good incense and good biscuits. I already have good biscuits, but I certainly would love good incense. Probably the pickled goods and the fabric production is more important though. Plus I can make better packs of crops, which is pretty sweet. So I'll plan on that. We're not making provisions here, we're not making crops here, so it's literally just the building materials are the only thing that building is good for now. Yup. Okay. We can't sustain this level of wood burning, but we only have to sustain it for the next 30 seconds, so I think we're good. It's scary, but I think we're good. Just. Hui. I need these guys making a lot more building materials. Speaking of which, I should prioritize the granary, because making building materials in there is a smart idea. You can put whatever you want into jars. Give me 40 of them. Make pickled goods. Not jars, barrels. Some container that exists. Okay. No longer need to burn wood. Excellent. It's very scary still. But maybe we'll be okay. no bricks whatsoever. I'm guessing all of it's got delivered to the temple. Sure did. It's like I'm psychic. I can also upgrade the hearth. Some shrines in front of the temple. That's always cool. Some benches in front of the hearth. It's nice. Maybe some cool plants. Be all like, oh man, look at that cool plant. Oh, that plant's so cool. And then I'll be like, heck yeah, it's cool. I bet you're really happy to live here. And they'll be like, yeah, well, we love living here entirely because of the cool plants. And I'm like, yeah, dog, that was the plan. I think I'm done with that bit. Okay. Get people back on the fuel. Got a bunch of builders, which is good. This is getting built very slowly because we don't have any bricks. We need bricks. Bricks. Someone on the warehouse, get them delivering stuff to and from other stuff, please. Completely out of fuel. Partially because all of the wood is like in places that use wood. And we have no wood gutters. Yeah. Yep. All these things are sure things. They most certainly are. Hoo boy. I don't think we'll run out of fuel, but it's gonna look scary. Also, we can put our hearth down here now. Facing the fields is good? Sure. Slap a warehouse down, like right here? Sure. Looks great. Well, looks optimal. Not gonna say that's aesthetically pleasing, but it's nice. It's nice enough. Okay. Alright. Back to woodcutting. Unless I get like some kind of woodcutting cornerstone, I might need to put a third woodcutter down because this is unsustainable. Bugs for cutting during the storm? Meh. Survivor bonding's never bad. God, it really feels like I should roll for a better one. Something better from my legendary cornerstone. Survivor bonding's never bad, but it's also just kind of like a meh. It's nice, but it's not exactly game defining. Master Blueprint can be game defining. I have none upgraded foragers camps. So upgrading all of my camps sounds great. Cool. Very happy with that. Sother, hello. I might buy one of those. We'll see. Good friends. We can make luxury goods in the press, so this is doable. Do I care? It's not terrible. That's all it is, unfortunately. It's not terrible. Alright. We'll call that fine. We can shove incense into packs. And if we get 20 packs done, we'll have completed that order, so we may as well do that. Also have to make scrolls from somewhere. We can make pigment in here, which will be very helpful if it ever gets done, which is a little up in the air if it gets done. But I think we're in an okay spot right now. I think we're over the hump, as it were. There's really nothing to stone cut, huh? No stone whatsoever? Bleh. Oh well. I should be on the lookout for more fertile ground from somewhere. Chop into this one, maybe this one. Both would be fine. The fire's going out, eh? Gonna halt plank production for a bit then, so that we have wood to burn, and we don't all freak out. That'd be good. Another one of those reasons I feel like I really would like a third woodcutter. Feels like I'd be a lot more comfortable with a third woodcutter. So I don't flat lose. As the fire goes out, people get they got unhappy. Let's just say that. Sother is leaving. I might pick up the +3 to scrolls. Our scroll production right now is it's poop. It's very poop. So making that a little less poop seems good. Fine with that. Put down some nice roads. I would love to have the warehouse built before anything else. Kind of feels like it will make everything over here way more efficient if that goes up faster. I could get half a harvest of berries from this place, so I might just lean into that. Might just commit 2 people to this place. Call it good. It's a ways to move, that's for sure. But we might get a couple of berries, and that's good enough for now. Pretty soon, once this cookhouse goes up, we'll have some good complex food production. And that should help out a great deal with our giant problem of low resolve. And I'd love it if one of our giant problems was solved more or less. Because, and I don't know if I mentioned this, it's a bit of a giant problem. And I'd like it to not be. Alright, the ranch is finally done. That's excellent. Going to shove all of our grain into the mouths of farm animals. Eggs are slightly more efficient for grain per food. It's just slower. But I can use the eggs for pickled goods, so that feels like what I want to do. I'm gonna have to swap you guys around, aren't I? Yep. Sure am. Love to pipe that up too. Because I am making pickled goods in there and I want that to be good and efficient. So we'll swap you to the granary. We'll pipe that up as soon as the geyser pump gets built. I am kind of vaguely tempted to make a mine here at the coal vein. or this coal vein would be way better. Because that would alleviate a lot of our low fuel woes. And to give us a place where the beavers like to hang out. There's a lot to say about that. I am low on parts, though. But I've got a ton, hopefully, coming in. Maybe it's fine. Alright, the cookhouse is made. Huzzah. Yeah. You can tell to make a little bit of pigment. You'll make skewers out of bugs and meat, I guess. Yeah. I guess I do need meat, huh? Fair enough. We'll make meat and berry/egg skewers. Sure. That seems okay. And then we'll make biscuits out of whatever. 60 here, 20 here is good. That'll be a great place for lizards to hang out once the infrastructure is done over there. And I'll be very happy for it. Now I find myself suddenly with a massive amount of empty job slots. And hey, here's some people to fill them. Cool. Yep. Looks good. Okay, so for you, I need somebody on the provisioner making packs of provision, making flour, pardon. Keep 60 around, that's like fine. As for provision packs, we'll probably be making it out of bugs and berries if I had to guess. Keep 9 of them around for now. Flour is the top priority though. You guys are working on pickled goods, which is exactly what I want you to be doing. Good, good, good. Rest of you just build for now? Yeah. Seems good. We're gonna deliver the bricks and fabric we need. Please stop making fabric here ever again. Alright. We'll get there. We are on our way to a very well-functioning village now. Which hopefully means I win. Probably will mean I win. Just, you know, it's not guaranteed. You're making oil. Are we allowing oil to be burnt? No, it's just all in storage. Fair enough. Yeah, we are getting some berries out of this. That's nice. The poor farmers are gonna have to walk a billion yards to get to the hearth to rest and then to drop off their stuff. So this is not. This harvest might not even happen. Some of it will probably happen. So hopefully the warehouse gets built before the storage fills up and they're like, oop, well, better go to this warehouse. That's the only warehouse that exists. And I'd be like, no, don't do that though. And they're like, sorry, only one warehouse exists. Gotta go there. And I'll be like, no, don't though. Yeah, he's already taking it to the distant warehouse. Don't do that. Okay, I've stopped him. And now he's like, oh, hey, there's a warehouse right here. Oh my god, this is awesome. Darn right it is. Alright, good, good, good. That will be a berry producing powerhouse very soon. Brewery's going down. Pickle goods will not be made here. This is literally just for booze. And maybe we'll even make some booze once we get a service building for it. That'll be lovely. Man, do I need more lizards. And more housing. I mean, everybody's housed, but they're not happily housed, which is my priority generally. So we should consider, in that case, getting a housing district down over here. Also filling out this herbalist camp. That seems important. Cool. I have room for 6, so I need 8, 10, 12 would definitely be going up there if it was pretty, but it's not. Okay, now I would like this area chopped out. That would be great. In fact, I might get both the woodcutters up there now that there's a warehouse for them to drop stuff off in. Not a hearth though. They do need breaks. Once the hearth gets built, I'll commit to that. But for now, not yet. I also need more comfort around here. Okay, the temple has this neat little flanked by fire shrine things. That's cool. I could go crazy and just put a lovely marble fountain next to it. Just make it pretty. I definitely like making things pretty. I can drop like a bench or two so people can sit next to the fountain and be all like, oh my god, that fountain, it's so pretty. And I'll be like, yeah, it is. We could put down some parks in people's backyards. That'll clear that decoration. And we just need more comfort, which could just end up being another park, which is fine. More or less. That's good. Oh boy. Sure would love more lizards. How many planks do we have these days? 6. Okay. Let's get making that again. Could also make some jerky, but that is somewhat expensive in terms of fuel, which we are hurting for right now. So I'm not going to. Not yet, at least. I do, however, really, really, really want to fill up the temple right now. Given that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, alright. We can have slightly slower bug collecting in exchange for 25 hostility reduction. And soon to be much more hostility reduction once we get the sacrificing going. Yay, sacrificing! Oh, we love it when things are sacrificed. That's our favorite thing. Lizard resolve is low, shockingly. No, we're good. Now that we're using our massive number of incense to make the lizards happy, well, we're just good, as it turns out. Okay. This is still the priority, which is good. No one's making bricks. Like, anywhere. That's a thing I need to solve, huh? Who can solve that? I guess one of you? I don't want it to be one of you. But I guess it's one of you. Getting herbs is fine. Can be used in a biscuit making, which is important. Geyser pump's nearly built. That'll be excellent. So now we can get our food production super juiced. And that's gonna make things real, real nice. Beaver resolve is low. Really? I'm surprised. And upset. Mostly surprised. Hey, the bugs are gone. Are they gone? They're gone. There's no more bugs. Whoa. I guess I'll slap you down here with the other gathering camp we're not currently using. Where to... I mean, then go into the cookhouse then. Start making us biscuits and skewers and pigments. Uh-huh. Good. Yeah, I guess that's fine for the moment. Yep. It's just fine for the moment. Oh man, this would be so much faster collecting from over here. Right next to the warehouse. It would be absurdly faster. Beaver Resolve has again dropped to low. But why, though? What's upset you guys so much? Just we don't have enough pickled goods for your palate? Just lack the pickles? That would really make you happy to be here? I guess. I can't tell which warehouse is closer to this. Huh. -3? Are we that out of pickled goods? Holy cow. It's really, really hard for me to stack more wood at this juncture. We're basically out. I guess we do it anyway. Frightening. Alright, the ranch exists. We'll put a lizard on there as soon as we have one. Low on fuel. Yeah, sure are. Fair enough. Stop sacking wood. Get the beavers back to woodcutting. Still no bricks. Also no stone, I should point out. Like, I need to find more. Awkwardly. I like farming tools here. Gets us a ton of grain, which is gonna be the strong thing we're doing. Yeah. How close are we to +1, by the way? Not very. It is going a little slow with this little bit of farm land. Oh well. I don't think I'm ever going to have 20 lizards at any point during this entire game. I also question if I'm going to do this much trading too, to be fair. I guess just pick the one you think might happen. Maybe. I would love the market here. It's pretty great. Have we made enough luxury goods yet? No. Bleh. Annoying. Ugh, there's so much that needs doing. I need to keep them on the temple. It's a massive amount of hostility reduction, but it's not like doing anything at the moment. I need these guys doing stuff. Or, no, I need you on the ranch. Thank you. And you guys can go here. Goodness knows there's going to be a lot a lot of work here, because you're gonna make a lot of stuff. Just an absurd amount of stuff. Ooh, need more people. And you're leaving. Yeah, I would love the market. Lets me get wine services going, and also a massive amount of extra carrying capacity, which certainly feels valuable. Just a single stick of jerky too, sure. Cool. And I'm sure that'll fit somewhere at some point. It's gonna be harder to fit than I'd like, as it turns out. Isn't that interesting? Need someone on the hearth here soon-ish. Really, really, really stretched thin right now, feels like. Newcomers are almost here, though, so that'll help. We're looking for lizards. Lots of lizards to put in the bakery, and the temple, and the ranch. So give me lots of lizards. You did not. But you did give me some people, so 2's good enough, I guess. Cool. You get on the hearth. I might not need you on the cookhouse. Probably could use you on the ranch. Blight Post would also be pretty nice to put you on. Not gonna lie, but much rather you be in the temple. We're gonna need to have that staffed for a very long time. You could make jerky. Maybe out of oil. Just give the lizard something to smile about, too. Sure. Mainly want him making wine, but otherwise we're fine. Still need something to make incense with. I could also make scrolls at the lumber mill. That's certainly not crazy. Sure isn't. I think I'll stick with 2 builders for the moment. There's a lot that needs doing. If not the roads, then the decorations. Call it good. Fast forward. Seems okay to me. Ugh, Gatherer's debuff is very rough. It does make this a lot slower. But we deal. Ooh, I'm lacking housing. Ooh, that's a little frightening. It's a lot of frightening, actually. Let's solve that. All we need is a single house. Oh, they're getting built. That's fine, probably. Right? One of these will get built at some point, I'm sure. Maybe not. Maybe we need another beaver on the lumber mill. Get more planks. Certainly doesn't sound crazy to me. leaves us with a single builder, but it's fine. I'm sure. I'm sure it's fine. I definitely want to pop into like this glade or something. Like, the entire hearth is basically cleared out now because frosts. So I don't have to worry about that too much. Oh hey, our packs of provisions finally got made. That took ages. I don't need to trade anything, but I need money. So that's something I could look into. That is enough money. Okay. Well, that was simple. Also, I should stop making luxury good packs now, and probably pull one of you off of the press. Because you're really only making oil here now. Which is fine, but I don't need it that much. Okay. Alright. Looks like everyone has a house, just barely. The lizard house must have gotten completed or some such. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool, cool. Oh my god, we have happy beavers because we made a couple of scrolls. Very rarely see happy beavers. They have very high standards. So it's nice to see that existing. I should probably turn off scroll consumption though, because I do need it for an order. So I guess we'll do that. Okay. How we doing with the storm today? Probably a little rough. Okay, rough, but only a little, surprisingly. I need somebody on the blight post. So you. And humans are upset, so we'll give them some extra just water in the granary just to make them a little bit happier. And that should solve it. Okay. We're good-ish. Where the heck am I gonna put this market? It's huge. I'm gonna have to wait for these reeds to get cleared. I just might. That might be what I have to do, which sucks, because that's gonna take ages. I could blow it up, I guess, but that feels so wasteful. Feels extremely wasteful, and I hate it. I thought I'd have to cut woodcutters this storm, but it turns out I'm okay. We did manage to get a bunch of bonus resolve things. And people are actually happy to be here? What? Whoa. That's weird. Also got enough oil to consider sacking some, so I may as well. The more I sack, the more hostility reduction we get. And if we can reduce our hostility to a critical amount, we can just... Well, it's basically just a win condition, more or less. I really don't want this human house here. Can we open this? We'll be one tool short of finishing a Glade event, but, like... That's fine? I don't think that'll cause a big deal. Yeah. assists are all gone. Why don't you go open this? Clear that out of the way. We can get the human house moved. Let's deactivate it for now. So I really need space to get out of here. Hey, Luxury Goods and Brotherhood is done. That will bring in 4 people, and this will reduce our impatience. This one's fine to click on, though. We can do that one. The other one we can't, at least not yet. Coats? Coats are good. We already have a cookhouse, so who cares? Coats are good. I also wouldn't mind water skins, even if the water skin production is poop. So let's get it. Slots very nicely into there. Pretty happy with that. Is there another cyst somewhere? There is. Huh. Surprising. Ooh, we do have a ton of reeds. Problem is, this price is absolutely insulting. This price is not as insulting. This is insulting. This is hideously insulting. Okay, I guess we're not going to do any of those. As it turns out. Newcomers will arrive soon. That'll be nice. Could pipe up the cellar, but I am starting to get to the point where I don't think I'll have enough drizzle water to sustain it, which means I'll need planks and the upgrading the geyser, which is fine. Don't mind that. None of these really do anything. Without restrictions, okay. Cooking steam, like, kind of would do something. Would give us 15% extra food reduction if I upgrade the geyser, which I do want to do. It is faster food production, which is never bad. Protected trade is something. I guess cooking steam without restrictions is pretty nice too. Just a nice 10% higher chance of doubling production yields. That can pay off really. It's very hard to tell that it's amazing, but I'm pretty sure it's good. It's just one of those silent ones that I question if it's good or not. It's probably fine. Anyway, let's bring in a ton of people. Get a new blueprint. Brick oven's pretty sweet. I would love to make pies, and there's no better spot to make pies. We already have a cookhouse. Rain mill's unnecessary. Smelter, like, maybe it would come up at some point, would be okay, but I think brick oven is almost guaranteed to be the best thing I can get right here. I wouldn't mind, like, sliding it right here. Kind of tucks in so nicely there. I kind of love it. So let's do that. I can fill the temple up constantly. I can turn education back on as well. I can get 2 people are in the lumber mill. That's good. Could get someone on the brewery, but we don't have any place that takes booze yet. You stay there. That's fine. I'd love to pipe this up again. I am at the point where I could consider another woodcutter's camp. And that is something I am now very strongly considering. In fact, I'm considering it so strongly, I think I'm just going to do it. Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, Vlies has arrived. You have some hostility reduction. Usually I'm champing at the bit for that, but right now I don't feel a burning need for it. Like, if I needed to get hostility reduction, I would just burn wood and oil. And I can do that. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But at least it'll be very helpful, because when we burst into here, there's a good chance we will need to buy a solution to the glade. More people have arrived. I don't think I've reached the point where I am not looking for a lot of people quite yet. So let's get some more people. Put them in the mines if nowhere else. I hear the beavers yearn for the mines. They're like children that way. I don't really need you on the granary, right? Are we keeping up with pickled goods production? Kind of just barely. But just barely is like probably good enough. You can go on the blight post. And then you guys get coal, I guess? It's not crazy. Sure. We'll upgrade that at some point. Another Fishman Cave. Please, game. I hated it last time. I guess we chase them away. Stormwater geyser, that's interesting. Ton of bugs. Absolute truckload of bugs. More bugs than we'll ever be able to eat. So that's nice to see. I'm sure everybody's thrilled. And some more fertile ground, which almost certainly is going to be for a small farm. We're gonna get that and we're gonna say thank you, I love it. Pipe up the storm geyser too. We're gonna need a lot of extra people on this, unfortunately, but maybe it's okay. Gonna need housing too. We have a lot of stuff we need to do in an upsettingly short amount of time. Could put down a shelter somewhere. More big shelters. It's a temporary measure, but it's a temporary problem. Herb node's still not snipped yet. Sucks. We found the forum and the tavern, both of which are leisure. Forum is better for production, tavern is better for resolve. Either way, we want to fill it with humans. I think the forum's good. We need to get leisure fulfilled, so that's, I guess, how we're just gonna do it. Yeah, it's really rough. Housing here is good. Need 15 houses for the beavers. It's gonna be tough. I still would love to get the pickle jars here. We have a lot of people that eat pickled goods, so let's see what we can give up for it. A lot of cloth. Don't want to give all of it away, but you can give a bunch of it away. And then some dew? Sure. Sure. Cool. That should make our pickled goods production a fair bit better. You can use whatever, honestly. We need to keep up plank production, because otherwise we're going to run out of barrels real quick. And again, I have a ton of crystallized dew and planks, so maybe if we get super low on barrels, we just make them. Yeah, what if we just made them? That sure sounds viable. Maybe we do that. Alright. Unfortunately, I need a ton of people for the totem, so we're gonna slow down on the coal mining, that's for sure. cleared off the cache. Excellent. Still has a ton of deposits left. Holy moly. I'd actually rather them get the one up here. Yeesh. How we doing on hostility reduction? Pretty well. That oil is doing wonders for us. We're well saturated with food. I'd love it if we got the pies started to be made too, but one thing at a time. What are we gonna make with this? I mean, we're gonna have infinity bugs, so maybe that's fine. We are 100% gonna need more drizzle water. 100%. Ooh, we can also start making coats. I think I'm pretty happy with that. We can also make water skins out of leather, which I certainly don't mind. It's an alternative to barrels. There's no reason I shouldn't diversify that a touch. So turn both of those on. Make coats. Make other stuff. That'll be all good. I mean, if we're capped on this stuff... I mean, I should raise the cap, honestly. 30 people... I'll just raise it to 90, raise that to 30. I raise it to 40. I'm feeling generous. That's all very good. Pigments we definitely want to make out of just berries now, because we have another use for bugs. We don't have infinity bugs, not yet at least, and this is way too much pigment. It is a crazy amount of pigment. You guys collect bugs. And just bugs. Gonna get that meat just shy of collection. You on the totem. You can build. Good enough. Rah. Oh, I should also consider upgrading this hearth. It's just a wee hard to fit anything in. Oh, God. That was a lot of blight out of nowhere. Gosh. That's a fair bit of blight, not gonna lie. How are we doing on planks? We have enough to start upgrading stuff, so I will. Cookhouse is piped up, the granary's piped up. The cellar wouldn't be crazy to pipe up. Not like super crazy. Feels a bit unnecessary though. We don't need that much jerky. Another fisherman totem we need to take care of. How long until this is done? About 2/3 into clearance. Hopefully we'll get those totems torn down before a storm makes me hate life. Cross fingers. Grain bags are not popping off as much as I'd like, but that'll get solved once this farm gets going. Taking a bit of time, granted. All right, the brick oven is done. Primarily we want to put meat and berries into this. Herbs and bugs can be made into incense. Speaking of which, primarily use berries, because we're gonna run out of herbs someday. totem I need to take care of. Bleh. One of you off the trapper's camp, go in the brick oven. We're gonna pipe it up. That'll be good. Still need more housing. Which means I really need to not spend planks willy-nilly. Sure do. This is almost done, though. That will be a large help. I'm a little nervous. We could end up with somebody getting killed during the storm. Hopefully not. Herba Garden would ensure I have a steady supply of incense. Tinker would be pretty nice in general. I could start making tools, get some rep that way. Training gear wouldn't be super useful, but the building materials wouldn't be bad. I kind of like the Tinkerer. It seems good to me. And if something seems good to me, I'm usually okay with just getting it. Put it here? I kind of like it there. It kind of looks neat to me. Y'all are fetching goods. I think this house will be done, therefore everyone will have a house before the storm hits. Which is really freaking critical. What's your problem? Are we actually capped on good food? We are. Huh. Great. Enjoy your break, I guess. I mean, we're gonna need 2 people to sustain that kind of production through everybody eating, so I don't want to pull them off right now. But it's fine-ish. Okay. Now things get scary, because we have not everybody full on services, which is terrifying. I don't see a good way to get them fully decked out on services, which is also terrifying. So we'll halt woodcutting to stay below 5. Once this totem goes down, we'll be able to breathe a little easier. That should be fine. Speaking of breathing easy, corruption's kind of high. I might need more than 1 person on the Blight Post now that I take a look at our situation. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Oh, right, this is piped up over here. Gosh, we desperately need a hydrant over here. This is such a long walk. That is really absurd. Alright, woodcutter's camp ran out. My god. Cool. Where do I want you chopping stuff? I don't know. Here, I guess. Sure. There's wood here. That's a good prerequisite to where I want woodcutters to be. Okay, all that's done, thank goodness. We have, the ability to build stuff faster, which is going to be very helpful. I would love to get this herbalist camp going faster. Harvester's camp is going as fast as it can. This is fine being slow. Also, gotta point out, still haven't found any, like, rocks anywhere. Oh, hey, here's a single rock. I didn't notice the single rock. Alright. Let's get somebody working on the rocks. Hey, hearth upgraded. Cool. Could upgrade a second time very easily, which I should look into. Maybe we will. I'm at the point where I can put another woodcutter on. I still would like to sack more, don't get me wrong. Because sacking more means less hostility, which means less need for sacking. So we can put this here so that you're not literally just in the way of the mine. Poor miners. Just being like, could you move just a little bit though? No. That's probably how the conversation went. Newcomers have arrived. I do need a truckload of lizards. I'll probably click on that truckload of lizards and put them in useful spots. You know, it seems good. Don't need bricks, huh? We should up the rate of pickle goods. 60's good. 60's good. Make those. I'd love it if I could set like an upper limit that, like, if we have more than 100 grains, start making prop packs out of it. Feels like that'd be fun. Because that's kind of the behavior I would like out of it. But it's not that robust yet. We could use a third hearth somewhere. That wouldn't be the worst idea. Don't need it up here. Make things a little bit more efficient at the farm. Maybe that's good enough. Maybe it's good enough. Maybe that's all I really need. Bed and breakfast? Sure. I like money. Rather have gotten Sahilda's cookbook or something tastier, but oh well. You make pies, you can go in the cookhouse. I want beavers filling up the woodcutter camps, and earthen else that they don't need to be in. You two can go in the clothier to free up more woodcutters. And hopefully that's enough woodcutting that we'll finally, like, keep up with our needs. Hopefully. Hello, Sother. You have brought me some good stuff. Doubles our coal mining if I click this button. That seems good. Extra drizzle duration is fine. Anything that delays the next year. Ability to make crystallized dew sure does seem pointless given that I have about 100 I'm not doing anything with right now. Like, I grow berries for pigment. I don't feel a lot of need to make that hyper efficient. Ways of the forest would be nice. I could just click on that. I could click on that guilt-free. Yeah. Seems good to me. How are we doing on overwhelmed gatherers? They're nearly done being overwhelmed. That's great to see. That'll make things a lot faster and more efficient. And I approve of that. What's your problem? Lack of planks. I'm stunned. Oh, Sother, do you have any pipes? No. Okay, that's fair. I guess we'll make some in the workstation. It's something to do with our massive amount of metal. Our final blueprint has arrived. The furnace is back. Also, the leather worker's here. Probably the furnace. Just for better bricks, finally. Wouldn't mind the really, really good water skins, but I think the furnace is overdue. Well and truly overdue. That's fine. Kind of like how this ended up. It's a little squashed, but the area between the hearth and the warehouse is a little squashed, so... Forager's camp has run out. Goodness me. You should forage here then. And our foraging debuff is finally cleared. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Sure did take a while, but I knew that was gonna happen. I clicked that button knowing the consequences. I don't know. I don't feel the need for amber right now, especially with everybody being super happy and resolve just pouring in. Yeah, I'm probably gonna just win by reputation this year at the rate everyone's looking. Because they're looking real jazzed. It's real nice to see. What's your problem? No bricks. That's fine. We'll get to it. They are being made. Really happy to see this also. We want to cap the pies at 70, but us keeping up with our incense needs is shocking and wonderful. So that's cool. Yes, these is turned into 2 per extraction now, which is fantastic. Could use more housing. I'm sort of waiting for space to get cleared for it, though. Somewhat awkwardly. Another reputation. I mean, again, sure does feel like I'm just about to win. Maybe I don't need to worry that much. Especially with euphoric vapors going on, right? Yeah. Everyone is euphoric. Yeah. 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 Well, not everyone. We do have 5 people not euphoric because they don't have 2 types of delicious food. It's the humans. We don't have enough pie. We need pies. Then we'll all be just like mind-burstingly happy. Because of, you know, strange vapors in the air that are making people happy. I'm not drugging my people. What? That's a weird accusation coming out of nowhere. You're weird. What a weird person you are. Reeds are nearly collected. In fact, they are. Ta-da! Good. Go collect those ones. Make a market? Yeah. And slap down a forum. Pretend we'll build it. Don't worry, guys. I totally plan to build the forum. Definitely not gonna peace out in like 30 seconds or something. Nope. Not at all. Don't you worry about it. I am dedicated to sticking around here for a good long, and we're gone. All right. Well, that was a nice, easy-ish game. One on year 7. It's not bad time. I would like to do things faster, but you know, sometimes you just can't. Kind Soul, Unity, the two most important things to get. Back to the world map. I'm leaving these people. They are in a very good spot. And we get a royal resupply as well. We need 75 fragments. We've got 41. We're not even halfway done. I mean, it's conceivable I could get a supply package instead of an obsidian box here. I don't think that would be like suicide if I didn't. So we'll grab a supply package. And then we'll plan out our next spot. I'm probably going to, like, this would also uncover a ton. It would uncover more than this would, certainly. Maybe I should have clicked, like, the, maybe I should have clicked the extended range button. But how hard could this one be, right? Right. If I click the extended range button here, I wouldn't see anything. Maybe just do a regular game in the Scarlet Orchard. That sounds dull. Maybe I'll do that off stream. But either way, we're in a pretty good spot. Again, there's gonna be a big ol' update on March 4th. And I need to get the titanium seal cleared before then. I don't know how viable that is, especially with only 2 more scheduled streams. So, I don't know. Maybe Saturday is gonna be like double stream day and I start early or something. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. But maybe I do that. Oh my god, Axel's streaming? Oh, it's so rare I catch him. Oh, we're rating him. Oh my god, we are rating him so hard. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Hey, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate that a lot. I'll be back on Saturday for sure. And hopefully that'll be a fun stream. And I hope you had fun today. I sure did. Thank you again. I will send you off to my good friend, possibly just acquaintance. I don't know how he considers me anymore. We knew each other. We played D&D years ago, and we were like fairly close. I don't know. Haven't kept in contact. Whatever. He's cool. Go watch him. He's cool. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Bye. Peace.